2018 Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo First Drive Review. Maybe it's the burble of the Panamera's twin-turbo V8 that grabs their stare. It sounds like it makes 550 horsepower all by itself, and it does. The electric motor sandwiched between the engine and the 8-speed dual-clutch PDK automatic transmission adds an additional 136 horsepower. Porsche says the big block hatchback utilizes a boost strategy derived from the 918 Spider, and the result is 680 horsepower at 5,750 revolutions per minute and 626 pounds-to-foot of torque at just 1,400 revolutions per minute. The electric motor is powered by a liquid-cooled lithium-ion 14.1 kWh battery pack mounted behind the rear suspension under the cargo floor. It alone adds 280 pounds to the portly Porsche, which weighs more than 5,000 pounds. But its placement lowers the vehicle's center of gravity and helps offset the mass of the front-mounted engine, motor and transmission. The batteries also give the Panamera the ability to be driven 30 miles as a pure rev. Porsche says the battery pack can be fully charged in 12 hours with a common 120 volts connection. If the optional 7.2 kilowatts onboard charger is used instead of the standard 3.6 kilowatt unit, the charging time decreases to less than 3 hours with a 240 volts connection. Porsche makes no mention of wireless charging, which is being hyped by BMW on its 530i performance. All-wheel drive is standard, as is a long list of Porsche's state-of-the-art high-performance hardware including Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control Sport, PTCC Sport, Porsche Torque Vectoring Plus, PTV Plus, Power Steering Plus, the Sport Chrono package in Porsche Active Suspension Management, PASM, with a 3-chamber air suspension, which provides incredible body control and a supple ride. On the narrow mountain roads east of Ronda and north of the coastal playground of Marbella, the Porsche defies its size like an NFL lineman with quick feet. 2018 Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo. You sit low in the Panamera, as you would in a sports car, and it helps mask the big wagon's mass. Drive it quickly and the e-hybrid Sport Turismo shrinks around you. Even on snaking tiny roads, last paved by Francisco Franco and too small for the car, it's fun, with great steering feel and ungodly traction and acceleration. The well-placed paddle shifters give you complete control over the 8-speed PDK, and the Panamera explodes out of second and third gear corners, forcing you to test the 16.5-inch diameter front brakes before the next bend. And then there's the Sport Response button, or as I like to call it, Turbo Boost. Please forgive my Knight Rider fetish. When pressed, the PDK transmission downshifts to the lowest possible gear and uses the shifting calibration even more aggressive than that of Sport Plus, while offering maximum power and throttle response for 20 seconds. A countdown even appears on the instrument cluster as the Panamera shoots down the road as if it's been hit with a double shot of nitrous. But here's the best part. The feature can be used as often as desired. Out of the hills and on the open road that runs along the coast. It's basically a deserted stretch of Spain's smoothest interstate, dead straight with 2 lanes in each direction, and not a Kia Picanto in sight. And there's stop sign at the end of the on-ramp. It's time to test the launch control. Full stop. Sport Plus mode. Left foot on the brake. Right foot floors the gas. The mighty V8 roars like a caged beast as the tach needle jumps to 5,000 revolutions per minute. Left foot off the brake. There's a pause. A split second of nothing. And then your entire world hits you in the back of the head as the PDK's clutches slam together with a bang and the Panamera's 4 enormous Michelin's claw at the asphalt. First gear is over before I can peel my skull from the headrest. And second gear pulls just as hard. Then the PDK snatches third right on the engine's 6,800 revolutions per minute red line. The acceleration continues at an astonishing rate well past the posted speed limit. Fourth gear, and the Sport Turismo's still gathering speed as if it's being pushed by the hand of Zeus. I glanced down at the digital speedometer. We're at more than 200 km/h. Fifth gear. Foot still on the floor. Still no traffic. 6th gear. Porsche says the 2018 Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo is capable of 192 miles per hour, but I'm not on this road. Not today. Before I lift I give the speedo another glance. 301 kilometers per hour. That's 187 miles per hour, and it was still accelerating. Effortless. Steady as a rock. No drama. I could have steered it with one hand. Well. Later that night over drinks, the Panamera director of powertrain tells me that the Panamera's awesome stability is due in part to its Porsche Active Aerodynamics (PA) system, which manipulates the angle of the rear spoiler depending on speed and need. In Sport and Sport Plus modes, at speeds of more than 55 miles per hour, the roof spoiler automatically moves to the performance position with an angle of +1 degree to increase stability and lateral dynamics. In normal driving, the spoiler remains retracted with an angle of -7 degrees to reduce drag and optimize fuel consumption.